Yeah, so my experience getting, I remember the morning that I lost my mind, living with my ex-wife. And divulging that information right now because I've lied about what actually happened. Just like when I said, if I hit the lottery, the one brother of mine who gave me that loan, he didn't know about my addiction. I led him to believe it wasn't as bad as I led him to believe it was before. I tried to manipulate him to give me that loan, but there's also the perspective that, as he sent me a video of another podcaster who's a Navy SEAL, he sent me a video about money management before I erased a lot on this channel. And the video made me defensive because in the video about money management, it said, those you own you. It made me feel like he was subliminally telling me he owns me. Now, people would say, well, what do you have to possibly offer somebody? You're homeless. You're broke. What did Mark the Messenger say? Energy is the new currency. There's a lot I offer as far as energy to somebody who wants control and power over other people. Now, am I saying he wants that over me? No. Do I suspect he does? Yes. Do I think it's personal? No. Do I think my demons are working through him to personally attack me? Yes. And do I believe my demons have worked to personally attack, or his demons have worked through me to attack him? I don't believe he's going to be open to think has any vulnerability to that, but I believe that his demons have worked through me to attack him. His generosity, one of his great qualities is his generosity. Yes, his generosity. And I believe that his demons want to attack that. And who are they going to use to attack that? Someone like me. And do I have a lot of love for him? Of course I do. I've known him for many, many years, over 2 decades. Yes. And I look back at our relationship, and I could not be the brother for him that I couldn't be for any man, because of how I'm wired here, because of my unholy marriage, because of my addictions. Yeah. So to sit here and just start pointing a finger at all these people, no. I'm not going to be doing that here. And I have to keep that in mind, that right now in my vulnerable spot that I've put myself in with my addiction, my demons are going to attack me hard. And who are they going to attack me through? They're going to attack me through the people that are closest to me. And they're going to attack me in ways that hurt me the most. And that's what they do for all of us. But I wanted to get back onto that, doors that I personally opened. And when I think of not being honest about what happened the morning that the sheriffs took me in, like the woman I fell in love with after my ex-wife, I led her to believe, and there's no lying, the spirits know everything above and below. I led her to believe I had an outburst that I didn't actually have, because I didn't want to look weak in front of her. I didn't want to be seen that way. I wanted to promote an image of being a mentally strong, tough feller, but that wasn't true. I cracked and folded like a lawn chair. The hallucinations of the orbs that I spoke about, that I saw floating around in that house, and the way my ex-wife was acting, the demons sensed great weakness in me, and I became so suicidal January of 2019. It had me convinced that I was going to go and end my life. And I didn't know the authorities would get involved. I made a phone call to get help, and then the authorities got called. And then the authorities came, and they believed that I was going to hurt myself. I wasn't going to hurt anyone else, but I was going to hurt myself. And I wasn't going to hurt anyone else, just myself. I wanted out of my body. I was in that much discomfort. So they took me in a sheriff's vehicle. They took me into holding, and then they put me in a psychiatric facility. And the things that went on in that psychiatric facility, the type of demonic oppression, demonic, the things that I saw in there, I mean, looking back, I really feel for these folks, because yes, I lost my mind, but I was going to get out of there. I was only going to do 5 days in there. There's people that were stuck in there. And when I think of, I talked about in old videos, people staring, it's like something staring at them through, something staring at me through them. The love of my life's younger sister's man, he's got that kind of look, like something staring. Her oldest son and I had a discussion about that one day over breakfast. Something staring. He said the words, it's like he's staring into our soul. I experienced that once with the love of my life, when I was having a dream about her sister's lover. Him and I were in a shootout together in the dream. And as soon as I woke up, the love of my life was sitting across the bed, and it was like the entities were staring at me through her. Nobody's going to believe that, but I know what I saw and felt. It was like there was something going on there with the entities working to attack me on a level that just crippled me. I believe siren spirits were sent in. At first, she came to me for sanctuary. I was supposed to step in spiritually and be a protective man. And once she found out I could not be that, she guarded up, and then siren spirits came in too, because she was also indulging in an addiction. And I'm not going to mention her addiction, but when we, as her sister said to me today, when we indulge in addictions, whatever they are, we become open to entities. And that's a fact. And when we open doors through porn or through vengeance, we open doors for entities. Ouija board. That cursor may not move, but we're inviting. Tarot cards, we're inviting. Drinking blood, ego, lying. Yeah. So I have to keep it real. The morning of my 5150, January 2019, isn't how I made it out to be, so I look like a tough guy, because the truth is, it was absolutely embarrassing and just sad. And I'll get into it more. This is just under 10 minutes now. Thank you.